All right, YouTube, what's happening? We got another knife in from the Apex pass around. Today we're looking at a Benchmade, and it is a automatic Benchmade, and out the front Benchmade with a side opener. Excuse me, not side opener, side button. Typically your where's my dryer clicked on? Hold that thought. All right. Sorry about that. So most of the out the fronts I'm familiar with Benchmade, like the Infidel, had the button right here on the top. So they went with a top button like the Ultratech and other Microtech knives. So kind of new for them, I believe. I think they had something similar to this in the HK lineup of series of knives for a while there. Nothing this size though. This one's a pretty good size knife. It has a 3.7 inch blade with an overall length of 8.75 inches. So it's a pretty good size knife. Blade width is 0.75 inches. Blade thickness is 0.10. S30V blade on this guy. And it is a dagger style blade. So it is sharpened on both sides. And it does support a flat ground blade. Blah, blah, blah. Having a hard time talking. All right. Here's size comparison. This is my buddy's Yojimbo 2. So you can see it's a little bit bigger than a Yojimbo, by quite a bit actually. What other one do we got here? How about a Swiss Army knife? Much bigger. For some reason my SNG was in my pocket and it's not, so that's interesting. But it's a pretty good sized knife. I mean, 8.75 inches overall, 3.7 inch blade. You're looking at about a 5 inch handle, so it's a pretty good sized blade. It does have a nice smooth action though. It's very comparable to an Ultratech, which is kind of what all, out the front knives are measured by. Now this knife comes in around 400 bucks. It's pretty expensive. Definitely not cheap. You can get an Ultratech for 280 bucks roughly. The Ultratech is a little bit smaller. It has a 3.4 inch blade, so you are getting a little bit more blade on this, but not enough to warrant that price, that's for sure. You do get G10 handles, which is nice. So G10 aluminum up here, G10 on both sides, and most Ultratechs are all aluminum, so I kind of like that. The G10 feels really nice in the hand, actually. Nicely contoured, actually a really nice looking knife. Got the Benchmade deep carry clip, blue hardware on that. So it looks really good. It's a nice looking knife. It almost looks like it was made for Blade HQ with that color scheme, but price-wise, pretty expensive. You'd have to step up to like a pretty high-end Microtech to get it in that $400 range. So if you're looking for an out-the-front knife, it's still I would still probably recommend the Ultratech. I've owned many Microtechs, Ultratechs over the years. I don't own any now. I just don't carry out-the-front automatics. For me, they're fun to fidget with, but the practicality of them isn't there, and I don't think they're, so crazy fast for like a defensive purpose that you'd want to use them over another folder. They're really not. So, but that being said, this is a well-made knife. It does have a nice action. There is going to be some side-to-side play with all out the fronts. You can hear that the same way with the Ultratech though, that you can't get away from that. But the action is nice and smooth. The spring is nice. The button is easy to depress. Some of the Ultratechs I've had in the past have been very hard to open and shut with the button. So the Benchmade has a smooth action. It's really nice. It's like a well-worn-in Ultratech is kind of what I would call it. Dagger blades aren't illegal in a lot of states as well, so you got to kind of think about that. But yeah, the G10 is nice. I definitely like that. The clip is reversible. No, it's not. It's both, yeah, reversible both sides. It's either way, it's going to be tip up, not tip down. I got it wrong on the website. And you got S30V blades. So I mean, for the $450 price or the $400 price tag though, I think you'd at least want M390s or something like that. Sorry, this is bugging me. Just clean some guns. And that's gonna make it a little dirtier. Sorry about that. All right. So overall, nice knife. Nice out the front. Feels super comfortable in the hand. Like very, very ergonomic. Very nice handle. One of the nicer out the fronts I've felt in the hand. The The Ultratechs are kind of just square and blocky. This has some nice contours. It is pretty lightweight too. I want to say, if I can find my scale, there it is. It's not terribly heavy for how big of a knife it is. So if you're looking for a larger knife to carry that doesn't weigh a lot, this would be a good option. .8 ounces, so not bad. Under 4 ounces, definitely not bad at all. Really lightweight. I've been carrying this one for a little while. Again, it's a fun knife to fidget with. For me, it's not worth the 450 bucks. But if you're totally in out the front knives, this is definitely a good example of an out the front. Benchmade did a really good job on the action. It very much rivals an Ultratech. But you are paying quite a bit more money, so I don't see the value of the knife at that price point. The Infidel is right around the same price too. You know, it's not like it's a less expensive offering from Benchmade. They do have the 4600, which is also an out the front knife, a little bit smaller, probably actually closer comparison to the Ultratech, but it's still 340 bucks. So still very much over that price of the Ultratech, and they're both made in the USA. So I don't know, Benchmade, I think if you're going to compete in this market with Microtech, you've got to really price the knives a little bit better and do something different. I mean, the G10's nice, but S30V, you know, nothing crazy exciting, nothing not really there for this price point. So, all right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.